Let's be clear, there have been many incredible activists who have been yelling about this for years. And I think one of the reasons why it finally caught on, the Weinstein thing was so public. And when you hear a woman saying, but you touched me there and I didn't like it, and a man says, that's just what I do, that is shocking for people to hear. And I think the election last year had a lot to do with it as well. It is enraging that there is a man who talks like that gets to inhabit the highest office in the country. That's a reality that women are having to deal with. That a man who talks like that about women now represents us in front of the entire world and has the ability to set the tone for policy about women. It's infuriating and deeply troubling.
This is not a witch hunt. This is an opportunity for victims to have their voice. It's also an opportunity for folks who may have made choices, I don't need to judge the choices, but made choices that hurt people, to be accountable. Accountability goes a long way. So I'd like to see the movement really embrace both men and women of any orientation, creed, color, race, whatever, culture. I'd like that all people could feel comfortable sharing their stories with one another. Number one, so that there's nobody out there feeling alone. There's nobody out there feeling like, I can't tell my story because I won't be believed. You know? I'd like that.
There are days when I'm really hopeful that this national conversation, which actually is an international conversation if you follow it, will lead to change. I know it will only be incremental change because things move slowly in society, especially a patriarchal society that has been operating this way for such a long time. And then there are days when I think that, you know, humans repeat history all the time, over and over and over again, and don't seem to learn from their mistakes. So there's part of me that's a pessimist, and then there's part of me that's an optimist. So I think those days when I get very morose about the situation have a lot to do with, you know, PTSD and thinking that there's really no hope for the human race.
My hope is that we continue to approach these cases from a viewpoint of fairness and of objectivity, with the ultimate goal being that we can foster workplaces where harassment doesn't occur.
Well, I mean, I really want the law to change. The law says, okay, well, if it's severe or pervasive, then she can sue over that discrimination and that treatment. In other words, if it hurts her enough, then she can sue over that. And that's kind of a problem, I think, because you know, oftentimes, basically, employers, co-workers, managers, supervisors, they get away with a lot because it's not going to be bad enough. We need to protect our women, our daughters, our wives, everyone, and you can't do that when judges are saying that's not bad enough.
I think we have a lot of work ahead of us. We just passed a bill in California that guarantees whistleblower and anti-retaliation protection for women and men who work in the legislature. I hope everyone keeps pushing on this. I hope we keep pushing elected officials. I hope we keep pushing the press and the media to keep this in the spotlight and to keep working on this.